Going solar with 320 may cost you nothing down, but the work we do is not a $0 job. With a 10-year roof penetration warranty and solar panels guaranteed for 25 years, you can have peace of mind knowing we will do the job right every time without question. .320 Solar. Power up.
It's the Audible with Joshua Cole Allen, live on Bucks Report.
Welcome to the Audible, powered by 320 Solar. I'm your host, Joshua Cole Allen, changing the call here live every Wednesday on Bucks Report. We've got a great show for you tonight. As always, we'll have a guest from behind enemy lines breaking down. This week, we have the Carolina Panthers. We'll have Tim Weaver, managing editor of the Panthers Wire. Later in the show, we'll have Frank Ammons, and you never know who's going to stop by. We'll also be taking your comments and your phone calls, so feel free to call in, feel free to comment, and we'll talk. But right now, you know how we start the show. In the kickoff, we'll break down the top stories around this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team throughout the week, and we'll go through it. So first up, we have the injury report. Let's pull it up, and let's talk about that injury report because there's quite a few names on there. One surprising name on there was Rob Gronkowski. It looks like it was just a Veterans Day off. Doesn't look like it's anything serious. But you did have Ali Marpet back practicing. Bruce Arians said he's close to being out of the concussion protocol, so hopefully he'll be able to play this week. As we saw this past weekend, he was a big hole miss there with Joe Haig filling in. Ali Marpet has looked like an all-pro guard this year, and without him there, it definitely changed the offensive line a little bit around. Donovan Smith looked more pedestrian without his man right next to him. So huge to have him back. Running through it real quick, Shaq Barrett was limited participation with a shoulder. Levante David had that hyperextension of the knee in the game. He was limited this week. These guys look like they're probably going to be able to go, barring any setbacks. But Chris Godwin with his finger, limited participation. Steve McClendon, shoulder, limited participation. 34-year-old, you want to keep him fresh as long as you can. Scotty Miller, that hip and groin has still been bothering him since earlier this season. Limited participation. He should be good to go. SMB, Sean Murphy-Bunting with a groin injury, limited. And Jason Pierre-Paul with the knee, limited. Jason Pierre-Paul, most likely another veteran day for him. He takes those quite often. So he should be good to go as well. The name right there that really jumps out is Ali Marpet. Coming back is going to be a huge lift for this team, both in the running game, the passing game, the attitude of the offensive line overall. It was definitely, you definitely missed them this week. There's no doubt about that. Between the running game, opening up holes for Ronald Jones being able to get that going, or lack of a running game, I should say, this past weekend, and just pass blocking. Not enough credit's been given to Ali Marpet, and he was starting to finally get some recognition around the league for the job that he's been doing. Unfortunately, he misses a game with concussion. Probably kisses his all-pro bid goodbye, which I thought he had a very good chance, but still probably be a Pro Bowler or a Pro Bowler since they're not even playing the game this year. So it'll be interesting to see. Back to the practice squad. It looks like John Molchin, Jeremiah Ledbetter, and kicker Greg Joseph. They will all be protected this week. As we know, Greg Joseph has been protected every week since week one. And with the rule passed, somewhat into the season that you need. It's a 6-day process to bring people in, to bring people into the system through protocols and testing and everything like that. You are going to have a kicker on hand, and you see that the Bucs are ready and they are prepared to have a kicker there just in case something happens. Some good news: Jack Cichy returns from injured reserve. He's got the 21-day option to be promoted to the active roster, or sent back to IR for the year. So hopefully we'll see him. He's an integral part of the special teams unit that's not there. So going forward in this stuff, we got Ryan Jensen was nominated. First of all, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. Whether you served or you're serving now, I want to thank you for what you do to help protect this country, their freedoms and everything like that. So thank you. Happy Veterans Day. Ryan Jensen was nominated as the Salute to Service Award for Veterans Day for the veterans by the USAA. So congratulations to him. He does a lot of good work with veterans in the military. So good luck to him. But we can talk about this game a little bit if you guys want to jump in. We got some comments going. We'll check into that. Joshua, I finally got to catch the show. Thanks for popping in, Christopher Cole. It's always good to see you. Josh, please make some sense out of this loss. I'm still confused and dumbfounded. I am too, man. They just came out flat. They didn't look like they came to play, and then before you know it, usually coaches can make adjustments at halftime or on the fly, but things were just unraveling so fast. I don't think there were time for them to make adjustments and for them to take the proper steps to get back into the game. I mean, you saw the rushing attempts. There was only 5 rushing attempts. It was out of hand fairly quickly. The offensive line couldn't just keep up with the pass rushers of the defense of the Saints. I don't really know what's